week of the Furniture Flip Challenge from Makers Challenge Central. We have a whole crew here tonight, and we're very excited to get into this. We have Q&A, like we always do. We're going to give some updates. We have a past winner. We have two past winners, actually, if we want to be technical about it. And we have some friends of the family, and then we have a drinking game tonight, too. So, as always, we're running for 30 minutes. And then if you have any questions, comments, or anything else for the crew here, if you leave those messages in the chat or anywhere on screen as you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we'll be able to see those and we'll be able to answer questions as well. So make sure that you are absolutely writing to us, say hello or something else, because we have a $200 gift card from Moss Epoxies also for whoever we choose who has who leaves a comment. So thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, and I'm Adam from Lazy Guy DIY and Makers Challenge Central. So let's introduce the crew, and why don't we add or introduce the person that was last to join us last time, who I think you know who you are.
I do. Hello, I'm Jenna Palant with Room Bloom Design. I am co-hosting this wonderful Furniture Flip Challenge with...
Wait, is that when I go?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Christine. Hi, I'm Christina Mascari of Pretty Distress, and I'm furniture flipper, YouTuber, content creator, and I'm a co-host of the challenge this year.
And last season's champion.
Thank you.
And then we have our resident furniture expert, restoration expert.
I guess that's me. I'm Graham from Minerva Enterprises. Do custom furniture and mid-century restoration.
And then we have another former winner from season 2.
Hi, I'm Emily from Product of Grace Designs. I'm a DIYer. I do some furniture flipping too, and I won last spring.
And then we have friend of the fam. We have.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah with Surf Prep, and we are pumped to just know and to hang out with these people all the time. So we are the sponsor of the Makers Challenge this year, and it's just been a blast getting to meet all the guys and get to be involved in the Makers community a little bit more.
And we've hung out in person too. We've seen you in person. We've and hopefully we get to hang out here next month too. We'll work out those details.
No, that's next week.
We just found out we're practically neighbors.
Well, that too. Yeah, watch out. Hannah may show up at your house.
Hey, we love it.
That's right.
And I'm a wine member at Leoness in Temecula, Jenna. So I'll just meet you over there.
Yeah, twist my arm.
And then we may have one more person jump on. We may have Brian, senior editor from Do It Yourself Magazine. He's working out. We have some technical issues. If he hops on, great. If not, we'll see Brian for the judging of the winners here. So hello to everybody that's saying hello on here. We have a bunch of people from Pennsylvania, Texas. We have Australia. Holy cow, we have people from all over. So remember, guys, as you're jumping on right now, we have a ton of people on. Make sure we're doing Q&A with this crew right here. So make sure if you have any questions about furniture flipping, where to source anything, any questions for this crew that's on here right now, ask questions. We'll be able to see it and we'll be able to answer. Man, we have people from France, Massachusetts. We have Montreal, Canada. We have people from everywhere. So, all right, let's jump into it. Let's talk about updates right now. And what we're going to do is, Graham, we're going to start with you. And I took a terrible screenshot of yours, but I'm going to show it right now. You want to tell us about your flip, and I think this is your reveal.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess that's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I had this. I think it's a Plycraft, but it's like a replica or a knockoff of the Eames chair. When I got it off of Facebook. It was in real rough shape. So today I put it all back together. And, I got some photos of it. I think it turned out pretty good. The leather's in great shape. And, I refinished the wood, did a bunch of veneer patches and stuff.
Original?
Yeah.
Wow, that is in great shape. I was like, look at you, Graham, doing upholstery.
No, that's original.
And did you part it out also from the one you found on the side of the road?
That one's still in the shop. I used that as like just making sure I put it back together right. I didn't have to take any parts from it.
Awesome. All right. Christina, you ready to share yours?
I am.
All right. This is the world premiere. Graham already posted his, but this is the world premiere of Christina. So we're going to show the original piece first. You want to talk a little bit about your piece that you are flipping, and then we'll share the final.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know as much as Graham, but I call this an MCM piece. I think it's probably from like the 70s, maybe. And it was an all wood piece, and I wanted to do a faux linen finish on it. So let's see the after.
All right.
There it is.
Awesome. Looks great. You want to talk about your texture?
Yeah, so I used enamel paint from Wise Owl and mixed it with a glazing medium, and then just used a hand brush, like a hand broom that was made out of nylon, and just did crosshatch texture on it. And so I did it a section at a time. And then for the bottom, I did like a paint wash and kept the bottom that natural wood to have a little bit of contrast.
Oh, and we have Brian now too. Brian, welcome.
Hey, Brian.
Brian, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Oh, hello. There's a dog too. Hi, Brian Kramer, a senior editor of Do It Yourself magazine and an amazing backroom tech expert. So, hi everybody.
Hey, everybody likes a helper. That's all right. That works. So, thanks, Brian. We actually just showed. I'll show you real quick. We showed Graham's his flip of his or restoration of his Eames style chair. We'll show this here, and then also Christina's mid-century modern. She went from this and added a little texture. And hopefully, did you get a little inspiration from Rick that was on the other week too with his texture, our epoxy artist?
Yeah, for sure. His was really cool. And I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yay.
Awesome. And you have a YouTube video that's dropping here soon, correct?
I do. My YouTube video's dropping tomorrow. We got a reel dropping tomorrow. And then the pics will be up on Monday. So it'll just all be slow rolling out all weekend long.
And then Jenna, we don't have pictures of yours yet, but you're debuting yours when?
You know, Sunday, last minute, typical.
Hey, I always do mine last minute. I'm like working at midnight, and then luckily we usually have the midnight Pacific time to be able to send everying in there. And then
it wasn't my plan. I actually even put a countdown for like Wednesday, but then I'm doing the abstract version of texture, so it's more visual, and I have used this medium multiple times on projects. However, I have never used it on a flat surface. So I went about it wrong. So I'm actually doing the texture all over again.
That's okay. You have time.
Yep, nothing like last minute.
And I literally flipped a piece this week just for a different project, coincidentally for not Furniture Flip Challenge, even though I'm an organizer. But I'm going to share mine, even though I'm probably not supposed to. It was just one that was my daughter's dresser, and then I hand cut the vinyl and then drew everything on here as far as the trees and everything else, and then painted it up and then filled it off. So that was
oh my gosh, that is
amazing.
rad.
That's
awesome.
Pretty bitchin'.
And then my daughter did the moon, so she's very excited about that.
Aw,
So cute.
Adam, that is really rad.
Thanks. So you all aren't supposed to see it. That's for sponsored content. I have a cat that's going to jump up behind me right now and jump up.
I saw nothing.
That's Pancake.
Are we recording this?
All right, and then Emily, let's share yours. Your excuse me as I get this cat out of the way. This is usually what happens. So Emily, you are the season 2 champion here. So this is your original piece, correct?
Yes, that's it.
Did you already have it? Did you find it? Like what was?
I had it. I had it for the longest time. I think it was my dad gave it to me. I don't know if it was in the family or not, but.
And then a little bit of chippy paint on there, or was that just naturally wear and tear?
I think that's just banged up.
All right.
Yeah.
People pay good money for that. So, and then let's show the winning piece here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then it was, I believe, Brian, was it Modern Farmhouse? Was that our thing?
It was Modern Farmhouse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Modern Farmhouse plus amazing texture with with veneer?
I did use texture. Yeah, that is. That was
Mhm.
actually edge banding in a herringbone pattern.
That's so cool.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, we have a ton of people commenting here, and I still have a cat attacking me. So what we need, guys, from you all that are watching, make sure you ask some questions here. That way you have this whole crew. We can ask anything from style trends, anything else for Brian. We can ask anything for furniture techniques, for flipping. So grab those in there. And then Hannah from our friends from Surf Prep. Anything cool coming down the pipeline that you might have shared or can talk about that was at Workbench Con? It's a new thing coming from our sander.
Oh Lord, yes. Our vacuum. It is coming in the next month, and we are pumped because a lot of our current users, and Christina knows this, is that we've been able to hook our sanders up to any brand vacuum on the market. So we knew we needed to find a vacuum and make it proprietary to Surf Prep. And we've come up with a very quiet auto on off vacuum, all Italian parts. So we're very excited about that. And it's been a long time coming. And we also, Adam, I think you saw at Workbench Con, we have brand new LED lights. And Graham, I don't know if you saw them too, but our brand new LED lights.
Yeah, I saw them in someone's feed. Yeah.
They're a little bit less expensive than our original one, so it's a pretty cool thing. We've just been looking and sourcing new materials that's the best quality on the market for this industry, for furniture refinishers, for cabinet refinishers, and for makers alike. So we're pretty pumped about it.
Awesome. And I didn't see anything at Workbench Con. I was too busy running from booth to booth to booth to booth, and I took on too much. And class to class.
You were a pretty cool model, and you were on a TV show. So I'd say I'll give you a break this time.
There is that coming January 2023. Renovation Hunters. Find me there on Outdoor Network.
Can I get an autograph, maybe?
Yes. So, Brian, is there anything fun going on at Do It Yourself Magazine right now?
Oh my goodness. Summer's out the door and we're loving it. And it will be on sale. Oh my goodness, April 13th.
Oh, coming right up.
Yeah. So it's a great mix of outdoor projects, a lot of gardening, some outdoor furniture building, vertical planters. We have 3 different vertical planters in the issue. So even if you have just the tiniest bit of space, you can have a garden this summer.
You should check out the Lazy Guy DIY vertical garden planters. Plug. I'm just kidding. It's too late now. We missed the issue. All right, we've got some questions for some folks. And then, so everybody that's leaving questions, we'll try to answer as many as we can. And then we have our drinking game. You don't have to drink, but if you have one, that's okay. We're going to do either basically an A or a B on these. And nobody knows what the game is yet because I just made it up today. But let's see here. First question we have, what is the best type of sander to use for furniture restoration or furniture flipping? Who wants to jump in on that one? Christina's got her hand up. Well, there's the brand of sander, of course, but are you talking about a random orbit sander, or are you talking about like one of the little sheet sanders, or what's the best like go-to for you?
For me, for furniture flipping, I use my electric 3x4 Surf Prep because it can get into the corners of furniture. Like I use one of those, the round ones for big surfaces, but mostly with furniture, you're trying to get in the nooks and crannies, and that one's the best for it, in my opinion.
It is pretty cool because I reached out to Christina, I think like 2 years ago after you had won a different contest. And I was like, hey, you might want to use our little 3x4 array. And then we've been kind of in contact ever since. And you just got your 5-inch too, which is pretty cool.
Just got it.
How are you liking that?
I haven't got to use it because I didn't need it for this project. I know, but I will use it soon and I will report back.
And what's so funny is that from furniture flipping, like the little guy there, the little sheet sander is so much better for that. But then like for woodworking, Graham, I know you build a lot of stuff too. Like the big like 6-inch random orbit sander is what I use a ton of stuff, and probably for you as well, right, Graham? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, each sander has its place, but I use the 6-inch random orbit sander a lot. That's always been my kind of go-to. But now I have the 3x4, especially with the soft pads on it, kind of gets in the nooks and crannies of things, which cuts back on some of the hand sanding, which I like.
All right, I got another question here from Andrea F, and it's got Jenna's name all over it. What is your favorite go-to color for furniture?
Well, my favorite color is the rainbow. Just
I was going to say it's the rainbow.
Yeah, so I'm like, just don't go, beige or tan or ivory or.
Brian, do you object?
To beige?
Yeah.
Beige is okay. Beige is back, actually. There's been talk of
I'm not saying you're
having
wrong,
a revival.
right?
No, I mean all of those 80s sort of colors, your mauve and your kind of weird buff color, people are doing it again. So I'm not going to tell people no beige, but I prefer color. And
yes,
I love what Jenna does with color.
I know you.
All right, I got another question. Let's see, from Baron Steph. What is the best way to sand intricate designs? Who wants to jump on that one? No one?
Well, I guess is it like carved designs? Like, I mean, you're just gonna have to like get in there and hand sand it, or like, use a chemical and some sort of like something that can get in there. Kind of.
I've used soda blasting before.
Oh yeah,
you could soda blast. Yeah. But yeah, that's an investment. Or Dremel makes some like abrasive pads that I've used to try to get into those tiny areas.
All right, I got a really tough question for you guys. How do you price your work? Graham, I know you've answered this before with restorations. I think restorations are a little different, but what about actual flips of like we did like Christina or your work, or Emily, some of the things that you've done? How do you price your work?
I have a freebie sheet that is like available on my channel and on my website. And I just keep track of what I spend on the piece, all the materials that go into it. And then I have a separate section for how many hours I spent on the piece. And then I just multiply that times what my hourly rate is. So I think it's easy for anybody at any level to use, because if you just use that multiplier of, how much time you spend on it and how much experience you have, and that will give you a total of like what you want to charge. But then you have to compare that to the market in your area. And you have to play like the waiting game. Am I going to wait for that one customer, or am I going to drop my price? But I think for beginners, that's a good place to start, is just seeing the materials you put into it, the hours you put into it, check it against the market and see how it goes.
Awesome. Emily, do you flip and sell anything right now, or just do it for
just myself? Yeah.
Do it for yourself. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to take a quick break from questions. Let's see a couple good ones. We only got a little bit of time left, and we're going to play our game tonight. So everybody that's watching along, we're going to say, and here's our game. It is actually, is it a Pottery Barn Kids piece of furniture name, or is it a pretentious baby name? And what we did, so I'm not making up and offending anyone. I actually went to a website and they listed the top pretentious baby names. So this is not my opinion. This is somebody else's opinion. So if you all or anybody else listening has kids that are named one of the two of these, I apologize. But you have a pretentious baby name. Sorry. And Graham was on the list, by the way.
A pretentious baby name or a nightstand.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a baby, so.
Exactly. So there we go. Okay. So we're just going to have y'all hold up a finger if it's the first one, second one. So don't do the middle finger. This is family friendly show. So we'll do a 1 or 2. If you're watching as well, you can put up a 1 for the answer or a 2. So we're going to go for our first one here. So we have a nightstand Is it you're going to go for, is this a one? Is it the Ainsley Nightstand or the Blythe Nightstand? And what we're going for here, sorry, I should explain this. We're looking for which one is the actual Pottery Barn kid's name. So is it the Blythe or the Ainsley? So 1 for Ainsley, 2 for Blythe. All right. We have our votes. Graham, are you voting? All right. The answer is Blythe is the Pottery Barn name. All the Ainsleys out there, you're pretentious. We're going to start a fight here. I feel so bad already.
I for sure.
All right,
thought
here's our
mean.
second. Here's our second one. All right. We have a 4-in-1 convertible crib. Which one is the Pottery Barn kid's name? Is it 1, Ellison, or 2, Larkin? All right. We have some 1s. We have some 2s. Christina, we need your vote. All right. The answer is, I have to double check. Larkin is our Pottery Barn name. All the Ellisons out there, we apologize. All right. So our third one, I guess I should look in the chat too to see how many people are answering. There's a ton of people answering. Holy cow. Our third one here is a 4-in-1 convertible crib. So we can have 1, the Fillmore, or 2, the Addison. What do we have? Man, we're all over the place. So the answer is Pottery Barn, Fillmore, number 1.
Dude, I am 3 for 3. I'm good at this game.
Well, you win a prize at the end. Did you know? You win a $200 Moss gift card. Nope. That's for our person that's commenting as well. Sorry. All right. So we'll go to the next one here. We have a nightstand.
This one's hard.
Oh, it is a tough one. Is it the Yates Nightstand or the Jennings Nightstand? Which one's Pottery Barn? 1 Yates, 2 Jennings.
I'm going to.
We got it. Man, we're split across again. The answer is Jennings. That is our Pottery Barn name.
Oh, no.
Our Yates or our pretentious baby name.
It's over.
I'm waiting for somebody to yell in here, that's my kid's name, or that's my name. Fillmore. Somebody, Lisa Christopher says Fillmore, poor kid. No, that was actually a Pottery Barn name, so that's all right. All right, let's go to the next one here. All right, we have a extra wide dresser. Is it the Rory or is it the Sterling? 1 Rory, 2 Sterling. Some 1s, got some 2s, got some 2s, got some 1s. Man, y'all are split all over the place. All right, Pottery Barn answer is Rory. The Sterling.
Oh, that's my first one wrong.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't see what everyone else is voting.
We got
I
3
can't
more.
either. I've only got 1 right.
All right. Here's a good one. We have a swivel glider recliner. So is the Pottery Barn name the Phoenix or the Poppy? 1 Phoenix, 2 Poppy.
Those are both pretentious.
I feel like you could.
All right,
you couldn't
we need
call
a vote
that
out
chair Phoenix, though. That doesn't look like a Phoenix chair.
No, yeah. But, it's Pottery Barn, so they're probably feeling all wild with the ivory.
Who's hipster? It could be either one. All right, Jenna, what's your vote?
Oh,
Number 2. You went for Poppy. The answer is Phoenix is the Pottery Barn name.
Wow. Dang.
Which is completely, like you said, Graham. Also, it doesn't seem very Pottery Barny. It does not also seem like a nursery chair for Phoenix. So, way to go, marketing department of Pottery Barn. All right, we got 2 left. All right, we have the 7-drawer dresser. Is it Pottery Barn? Is it Findley? Or is it Digby? 1 Findley, 2 Digby.
Oh, wow. Findley.
Oh, Emily is completely torn on this one.
Digby is throwing me.
that is a...
If you name your kid Digby, that's like really pretentious, I think.
I think so.
All right, so we got 1, 1, 1. Oh, Hannah is our only outlier with a 2. So the answer is Findley is the Pottery Barn name. Big B is the
really
pretentious
out of the loop
one.
on that one.
All right, here is our last one. Okay, we have another convertible crib. So is it 1, Harlow, or is it 2, Margot, with the French spelling, the Gaux, G-A-U-X. So 1, Harlow, 2, Margot. All right.
Harlow.
Brian's going 2. Let's see. Everybody else is 1. Let's see who wins here. The answer is Harlow. Harlow is the name from Pottery Barn. The Margaux with the AUX. Spell your kid's name correct with the OT. All right, guys.
Wow,
that's
that
our
was
last one.
hard.
That was hard.
That was.
Brian, you've been on most of these games. How did that one rank?
It was the hardest by far. Well, for me, I mean, I got
no.
one right, I think. Oh yeah,
Brian, you need to be up on your Pottery Barn kids.
well, I do. I need to. Oh.
All right.
Or you need to talk to the marketing department.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a last few questions here as I scroll back up here, and then we'll pick a winner for our winner of our $200 gift card from Moss Epoxies. Let's see. Holy cow, we had so many people answering that I have to completely scroll so far up. Sorry, guys, killing time here. Oh no, that's as far as I can go. Ask a question real quick, people. One of the ones that I saw before was where is, and this is one that we get all the time. We had people asking about chemical strippers. We actually talked about that one last time. So if you go to the last video, we fight it over about citrus strip. Graham likes to fight everybody on the citrus strip there. And we also talked about epoxy as well and use that on there. And then I guess our last really good question on here is, what is everybody drinking? And we'll do one more question. I'm doing an old fashioned. Emily, I know you're doing a sparkling. Is it a LaCroix or no?
It's Kroger brand.
There we go.
Yeah.
Graham has something weird.
I've
It's
got
just
Dr.
water.
Pepper from Taco Bell.
There you go. Jenna, what do you have?
Ginger beer.
Okay, Hannah, what do you have?
I've got a margarita with tahini on the rim.
Atta girl. Where's the asparagus you showed earlier?
Inside, getting ready to cook.
There you go. Brian, what do you have?
I just have water, ice water.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm
Deidre had-
weird.
Yeah, how dare you? Deidre wants to know, Hannah, are Surf Prep sanders available in Australia?
They're not.
That's okay. It happens.
They're not yet. We have been talking with distributors over there, but I hate using the COVID excuse, but it's just been hellacious working with different countries during the last 2 years.
You can't send anything to Australia right now anyway, so don't feel bad. So one quick question here also from Ashley. Charred Varthane wood accelerator. Well, actually, I should go. Let's see. Adding wood stain. Let's go to this. Adding wood stain to wood filler. I should ask a question that's a full one. Sorry, Ashley. Ask your question all the way through so we can get that one for you. Let's see here. Somebody's drinking Chardonnay. Lori is drinking Chardonnay. Way to go, Lori.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. All right. Let me see here. Handmade Details says they're starting a YouTube channel. What are some of the good pointers for newbies? That's a loaded question. Who wants to jump in on that one real quick?
I think
Buckle
the
up,
I would just say
best thing
be
is just do
consistent.
it.
Yeah, just do it and be consistent.
All right. Ashley says, do you add wood stain to wood filler before you put the wood filler on?
It depends on which wood filler you're using, but you can mix like a dye or a stain. Some of them don't take stain very good and it won't harden properly, but others will. You just got to do a test.
All right. Cindy Mitchell wants to know chalk paint or mineral paint?
Both. It just depends on the application and the kind of look that you're going for. Mineral paints tend to be thinner and chalk paints tend to be thicker.
Perfect. All right. So Ashley says both as well. Let's see. Do you add paint? We'll do one last question from Rory. Do you add paint to your top coat? Anyone?
Just when I'm doing a dark color, if I'm doing a black or a navy or a dark green, I add just a little bit of paint to my top coat so you don't get that clouding, because most of the top coats I work with are water-based, and over a dark color they can get cloudy. So if you just tint it just a little bit, it will help you out.
Great. And that is our last question that we're going to take right now. You guys can also, if you jumped on here late, you can always go on and leave questions, comments, and our friends here will see it on their channels. So we will contact our winner. I think our winner that we had, Joanna Cox. Joanna Cox is our winner tonight for a $200 Moss epoxy gift card. So Joanna, if you can contact the Makers Challenge Central, send a DM to the account there, we'll get you set up with your $200 gift card. And other than that, guys, we are finished. I am Adam from Lazy Guy DIY and Makers Challenge Central. If we'll jump on Emily, you want to tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Product of Grace Designs.
And Jenna?
You can find me all social medias at Jenna Palant, and then I'm also on YouTube, Room Bloom on YouTube.
All right, and Christina?
You can find me at prettydistressed.com, and you can find all my socials there.
Awesome. And Graham?
I'm at Minerva Enterprises on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
And Hannah, where can we find you?
You could find us at Surf Prep Standing, all over.
Excellent. And Brian, where can we find you?
Sure, you can find us on the socials at Do It Yourself Magazine, and of course, all newsstands everywhere. You can find Do It Yourself Magazine from Better Homes and Gardens.
Awesome. And thanks, everybody. For everybody that's participating in the Furniture Flip Challenge, you have until the 27th, I believe, at midnight. So make sure you submit then. There is a submission form that you have to fill out, and you have to post and tag as well so we can all see it.
What could they win? What could they win with that Furniture Flip Challenge?
I have no idea. I guess they're going to have to look to see. Is there anything from Surf Prep? I don't know.
I think there might be. There
might be. There could be. So that's to be determined. We'll see. Guys, thanks for sticking around and watching this. And Brian's going to have the tough duty with his crew to figure out who the winners are. So thanks, guys. We will post who the winners are. Last time we did it way too early, and Christina found out that she won before we were supposed to, a day early, because I couldn't tell what the time zone was. Or what the day of the week was. So that happened. We'll do better this time, we promise, or I'll blame it on Rachel. So thanks, guys, and we will catch you. We have Artist Challenge coming up next month. So if you do anything with epoxy, that's going to kick off here. Let me just double check. That's going to kick off here on April 2nd. So stay tuned. More details on that on Makers Challenge Central. Thanks, guys. We will catch you on the next one of these. Everybody have a good night.